Okay, let's try this again. Let's see. Live on Facebook. Let's try again and see what we get.
All right.
And I'll let you start once it goes live. You can go ahead and start.
All right. I'm all ears.
There we go. We are live again. Let's try this again.
All right. I'm all ears.
There we go. We are live again. Let's try this again.
All right. I'm all ears. Why the echo?
Yeah, let's try this again.
All right. I'm all ears.
Okay.
Why the echo?
I don't know.
Yeah, let's try this again.
There we go.
You got it?
Got it.
Got it fixed?
I think we got it fixed this time. There we go.
Okay. That sounds good. That's cool.
Finally, Facebook doesn't want us to be great tonight on a Friday.
No way. No way. So we can roll now?
Yes, we can roll.
Awesome. Awesome. So you, first off, you're looking wonderful. But I have to apologize to all the listeners that, I mean, we've encountered a lot of inconveniences. We do apologize. And tonight is a good night. Because we are with Dr. Goode, Dr. Chere Goode. You know, she's a good woman. So, you know, today is up close and personal with Recharge Strategist, Dr. Chere Goode. Dr. Goode, welcome to Up Close and Personal tonight. So, before we proceed, let me just give you a little background about Dr. Goode. All right. Dr. Goode is the founder and CEO of Total Harmony Enterprises and Make Me Over Wellness. Dr. Goode is a mother, caregiver, and the creator of the annual Recharge Health, Wellness, and Fitness Expo. Expo. We're talking about exposition. Goode has been a licensed practical nurse for over 30 years. You have a lot of experience, my goodness. 30 years and is nationally certified in hospice and palliative care, an area she currently specializes in. Goods. Goode is a 7-time best-selling international author, speaker, and wellness coach, as well as an American Heart and Stroke Association ambassador spokesperson. That is huge. Wow. Dr. Goode, we are in for a good thing tonight.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
before we proceed, you know, I just want our viewers to just open up, soak in the good news because she has a lot of information that you have no idea. Embrace all the things that she's going to give us. If you don't pay attention, all that you have to do is to listen closely. Pay attention to her because she's going to transform lives. Seriously, with a message, good message she's going to give us today. Look, before we proceed, what does it mean to be a recharge strategist, Dr. Goode?
But when you think about recharging, what do you think about? The first thing that comes to mind for most people is their gadgets. So the first thing you think about is recharging your batteries to your cell phone, your iPad, your computers. But we never think about actually recharging our internal organs, our internal batteries, our mind, body, and spirit. And those are the things that are going to keep us around for a very long time and keep us sustained and keep us being the best version of ourselves. So to be a recharge strategist means that I teach ways to nurture your mind, your body, your spirit so that you can pour from your overflow, not from an empty cup. Taking time to perform self-care every single day, not just once a year on vacation, not just once a month when you go get that massage, but literally plugging into yourself every single day so that you can be the best version of yourself possible every single day.
Wow. Wow. So you know what? This is deep. This is huge. So how did you get started? How did you get started?
Well, I got started. I've been a nurse for the past 30 years, as you mentioned in my bio. So, from the early age of 17, I always knew I wanted to be a nurse. So I can actually remember growing up, dressing up for kindergarten, for career days in kindergarten as a nurse. So I used to see my aunt, my mom, and my grandmother used to dress up, and they were nursing aides in nursing homes. And so every time I would see that, that was something that was glamorous to me. I always said, "Oh, I like the uniform. I want to wear the white uniform and the cap and the white shoes and be a nurse." So when I turned 17, I went to a Voc Tech school and I graduated as a nurse. So health and wellness has always been a passion of mine. And so over the years, just speaking and learning more and more about the body and the function of the mind and the body, it was something that truly resonated with me. And so I started sharing my message of wellness. And I see the end result of people not taking care of themselves. And so that's why I feel like we can definitely have some preventative care instead of waiting until we get those serious illnesses and then try to reverse what's already been done. Why not start off with a clean slate, doing everything you need to do now to recharge internally? And that way you can avoid those pitfalls. You can avoid those serious health events that so many undergo.
I like you talking about preventative care. That's a big deal. People don't pay attention to how to prevent certain
Yeah.
diseases before they occur. So I like that point, and that's where wellness on wheels come in. Is that right? So you have
Yes,
something
wellness
going
on
on,
wheels.
wellness on wheels. So
That's
tell
right.
us about wellness on wheels.
So Make Me Over Wellness is one of the portions of my business. So my main business is Total Harmony Enterprises. That's where I do my speaking and my written work. But Make Me Over Wellness was birthed during the middle of a pandemic, which is really a surprise to a lot of people, because everybody else was running away from starting new businesses. I was running towards starting another one or another entity of my business. So Make Me Over Wellness is an elite mobile body contouring studio and wellness on wheels. It's just that, wellness on wheels. We offer everything from facials to massages to non-invasive body work to make you look good, because if you look good you feel good. And it's not just about getting like cosmetic things done or just coming in to get your body looking good. It's actually therapy for a lot of people, because I find that most of my clients that come to me, we end up talking on a deeper level. We end up, it's almost like therapy for them. So they come, they vent, they talk about what's going on in their lives. They ask me ways that they can improve on different situations or their health and their wellness. So it's almost therapy on wheels. That's why I call it the wow factor. Wellness on wheels. We give you the wow factor because you're not just getting a treatment, you're not just getting a service, you're actually getting your therapy, you're getting your recharge mentally, physically, and emotionally.
I love that because you talking about make me over totally. It's like transformation. So you work on from where? From head to toe? Make
Yes,
me
from
over
head to toe.
total transformation of your body. Make me over. And give us more about make me over because it's like if a guy wants you to make him over, a woman wants you to make over. What does it entail? How do you go about it? I mean, tell
So
us more.
you get that one-on-one personalized attention. You get to step away from the world. When you come onto our mobile vehicle, it's very serene, it's peaceful. We have aromatherapy, we have candles lit. We actually have a television inside of our mobile vehicle where we play smooth jazz. So it helps you to unwind, it helps you to recharge,
It
de-stress.
must be it must be a romantic scene.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful scene. It is absolutely
Okay.
beautiful. So men typically will come to either just get in the sauna blanket, which helps you to detox, helps to lower your blood pressure, helps to relax you. And then women typically will add a wrap to that sauna treatment, which is geared towards their belly because women typically have belly fat, especially after having children. But even some men, if you're stressing, that cortisol dumps right into your belly. So we need to get rid of some of that stuff. We need to detox you. So we put a slimming cream on your belly, we wrap you in a wrap, and then put you in a sauna for about 35 minutes to let you sweat it all out, get rid of some fat cells, de-stress, relax, lower your blood pressure, and it's even good for pain. So people that have arthritis or they've had different aches and pains, they find that when they come out of the sauna treatment, they're no longer in pain. I've even had recovering or cancer patients that are in remission or recovered from cancer. They found that after being in that sauna blanket, they say this is the first time I haven't been in pain in years. And so it's not just about looking good, it's about feeling your best, recharging your batteries, feeling comfortable, relaxed typically when people leave my mobile wellness studio, they say they're ready for a nap. They feel amazing. They just feel recharged, and that's the purpose of Make Me Over Wellness. So I encourage everybody, come on and test it out for yourself, and I guarantee you will come back again.
So I like the sauna aspect. So it's like you have a zone concentrated machine, and then you use the sauna to burn fat. It's not like you go through surgery for them to sort of operate on you and then shed some fat. Is that right? So you use sauna so that the heat to burn some fat in your tummy. And is it instantaneously? How does it work? I mean, if you use a sauna so that you sit in this sauna and then you sweat out,
Yes.
how does it work?
So
Please.
it gets rid of um, extra toxins in your body. So it detoxes you. So when you sweat, you're getting rid of junk, whether it be medications that's in your system, whether it be just junk that maybe you've been eating. It helps to detox you. It helps to get rid of just water weight as well. So typically you will lose inches at least in one session. So if you're in there for 35 minutes, when we do measurements before and after to show you that you can literally watch your body transform in an hour or less. And so once you get in that sauna blanket, you're going to sweat because it gets to 85 degrees. So we put fans on you to keep you in there a little bit longer and keep you cool and help you to breathe better while you're in there. But it's very, very relaxing. Some people go to sleep and they even get to snoring. We say snoring is allowed in the mobile wellness on wheels. We allow you to snore and just really, really relax. So it does work. And in literally a matter of minutes, 35 minutes to an hour, you will lose some inches.
This is interesting because I have a personal sauna, right? Not a
Uh-huh.
commercial type. And I sit in it, I sweat a lot before I go to take my shower. So what you're saying is quite interesting. And it opens your pores and detox you. It removes all the sort of the unwanted element in your system. And it's quite interesting you are telling us this. So I will encourage people to just pay particular attention to the information she's given because I'm a living testimony. I go through every day. I've been having sauna for the past 7, 8 years, only God knows. And I use it at home. You know what I'm saying? So I can relate to what you're saying. And I think it's a good thing. So uh
It's also a good way to just have a moment of stillness. So, because a lot of us don't know how to just be still, we're always busy, 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 busy. We have 24 hours a day. We're trying to use 22 of that 24. So, we're ripping, we're running, we're just doing so much, and we never just have a moment just to sit down, relax, and just refocus, gain some clarity, and absolutely do nothing. Well, when you're in that sauna blanket, you have to do nothing because you're in there completely covered all the way up to your neck. You're
right.
in there. You're just stuck for at least 35 minutes. So you can either think, sleep, just listen to the music, relax. It actually helps you to gain clarity, focus, and just do nothing for a minute just to de escalate, to recharge your internal batteries, literally.
That is awesome. That is awesome. So basically, if I heard you right, you say you have to sit in a sauna for how long? For
For
you to be
35
detoxed?
minutes,
For
35
how
minutes,
long? 25?
35, 35 minutes. Most
35
people,
minutes.
most people have a problem lasting for 35 minutes. You can stay in there for up to an hour, but 35 minutes is our treatment time because most people are ready to get out of there by then.
Now, when you get out of the sauna, is there medication you have to use on your body for your tummy to be flattened, or what is that? What follows next? Take us through the process because we just want people to know so that they will sign up with you. You know.
Yeah, well, typically after somebody comes in for a session with me, we're talking about what their goals are. So everybody has their own personal goals. So if you
Okay.
say, hey, my goal is to lose my stomach, my goal is just to relax more, my goal is just to take some self care and me time. It depends on what your personalized goals are. But if someone says, hey, my goal is to shed some pounds or inches or lose my belly fat, what we're going to do is we're going to map it out. I'm going to tell you, like, hey, according to what I see in my professional experience, this is how many sessions you're going to need. So it's not an overnight process.
Uh-huh.
So, it's important to know that you didn't get the fat overnight. It's not going to go away overnight. However, we
Okay.
can do things where you can see steady progress if you are consistent. So most people need at least 6 to 12 sessions to get to where they want to be. Now, if your
Okay.
belly is larger or you're heavier, of course, it's going to take longer. However, we do have plans, and we can make specific treatment plans for you, but then also you get guidance from me on how you should be eating. So I do introduce things like intermittent fasting to my clients and sugarless living. I have a book that that nurse Delana Watkins and I wrote together called Release the Weight Without the Weight. And so I do offer that book to them to help them to get on the right path of, cutting that sugar, maybe eating less meals, eating maybe 1 to 2 meals a day instead of 3 and 4. And also just giving them some guidance on things that they definitely want to avoid. What fruits and vegetables are not going to be conducive to what your goal is. So that's a lot of times people just don't know, and so educating them as well. So it's an education process. It's also you have to be consistent. So a lot of times consistency is one of the hardest things. There is a slimming cream. I do make my own product line with Make Me Over Wellness, but the slimming cream, they rub it on their belly and they can use that multiple times a day, and it helps to keep the circulation in that area. Also, I encourage them to drink lots of water because after we do our sessions, you have to rehydrate. And then you also want to continue to flush those toxins out of your body that we've already initially started to push out of your body.
That's a good. Make Me Over is a huge brand because I see everywhere in the United States. Moving, trying to change lives, helping people. And you talk about sugar. Please, you being a recharge strategist, tell us what sugar does to your body.
Oh my goodness, sugar is an enemy to your gut. So everything starts in your gut. Everything starts in the gut. We even have a brain gut axis that can shape whether or not we're going to have mental illness or not. So the things that we ingest are super super important. So I talk about ditching the crap and adopting the crow. So when you're ditching the crap, you want to get rid of those chemically refined, altered and processed foods that they taste good on the lips, but they don't last in your body long. They have no nutritional value. So if it's packaged in sugar and salt, that's just to keep it fresh for you so you want it. But then later on, it's not going to have any nutritional value for you. So we call those things crap. The fast foods, the prepackaged foods, all those things are crap. Instead, you want to adopt and eat crow. Crow is clean, raw, organic, and whole foods that's going to stick with you for a long time. That's like your fruit, your berries. So I always tell my clients, stick if you're trying to lose weight, stick with the red grapes, not the green grapes. The green have more sugar in it. Do your berries. You want to do your blueberries, your raspberries, your strawberries. The berries have antioxidants, which are going to help you in your weight loss and your health journey. Stay away from things like bananas. If you're going to eat them, you want to eat them sparingly because bananas are loaded with sugar, such as and even pineapples. You want to stay away from the sweeter fruit if your goal is to cut your sugar and lose some pounds. So those are things that we go through. Eat all the green leafy vegetables that you want, and eating them in their natural raw state is going to benefit you a whole lot more than cooking them because then you start to cook out the nutrients out of them. So those are some of the things that we guide our clients through. So it's not just, oh, come in and get wrapped. We have honest conversations. We talk about what are you eating? And then every time they come, we review. So how have you been doing with your eating habits? Are you eating more meat and vegetables and cutting down on the starch and the sugar so that you can see long lasting results? See, because Make Me Over Wellness is not going to just transform your body totally without you doing any work. Anything worth having, you have to work for. And so I teach my clients, hey, these are the things that you're going to do. I can guide you along the process. There's no magic wand to make you lose weight. You have to put in the work. And then I use myself as an example of doing intermittent fasting and sugarless living, and I lost 60 pounds in less than a year. So yeah, so doing that definitely helps. And then using myself as an example, that actually will help people to know that it is actually possible to release the weight without waiting.
So Good is a professional woman. She's been featured on so many TV stations, Dr. Oz, Baltimore TV, Fox, ABC, name it, just a lot. Heart Radio, all that. And then recently, she was sort of awarded 2020 Women Thriving in Business in Baltimore. That is big. You are amazing. So you see, we're talking about, yes, women making impact. I think you featured in that magazine as well. I can. You've been awarded so many things. That's amazing. You are rolling. So tell us a bit about that, because you winning such an award most recently was awarded as a 2020 Woman Thriving Business and one of the Baltimore's women of passion. Wow. Tell us about it. I don't want to score. Just let us know.
Well, with anything, if you're going to be successful, you have to be consistent. So the consistency and not knowing that success does not happen overnight. So often we want that instant gratification and we think, oh, I've been in business for 6 months. I should be booming. I should be getting all these things. I should be getting these accolades. But actually, you have to stay consistent. You have to continue going and working towards your goals and constantly transform yourself. So you have to be able to reinvent yourself and you have to move with the times. So I've been in business now for 10 years, going on 11 years. And there have been a lot of changes throughout that time frame that I've been in business. And even as recent as May 1st, I just did Wellness on Wheels. Why? Because that's what my clientele preferred. They prefer the luxury and the comfort of just coming out of their home and stepping into a vehicle and then getting the results that they want. So you have to constantly know what your target audience wants, and you have to be consistent with your brand. You have to be visible, because if you're not visible, nobody's going to know that you even exist to support your business. And make sure that you stay within your niche, stay in your lane. From the time I've been in business, I've always done wellness. Wellness, some sort of wellness has always been my niche. I'm not going to step outside of that niche and start doing hair tomorrow, because then you confuse your audience, you confuse your customers and clients.
I'm particular. I want to know what are the 8 recharge pillars of self-care. Tell
Oh,
us. I
absolutely.
want to know myself.
Now you're talking my language, Kwame. Now you're talking my language. So there are 8 recharge pillars of self-care. So again, like I told you, self-care is a necessity. It's not an option. But if we break it down into 8 pillars, I'm going to tell you all 8 and then we can go back and talk about them a little bit. So the first one is self-advocacy. The second one is nutrition, movement, relaxation, meditation, forgiveness, healing, and then last but not least, celebration. So all of those 8 recharge pillars can be done in any category that you want to do them in, except for the last one. Number 8 will always remain celebration. So you have to do the work before you can celebrate. Okay. So self advocacy, when we're talking about self advocacy, we're talking about speaking up for yourself. Sometimes you have to say no to others to say yes to yourself. And we live in a community where we don't want anyone to be sad. We want everybody to be happy and like us. So we say yes when sometimes we need to be saying no. And we need to know that no is a complete sentence. There's no but. No is a complete sentence.
I like
So,
that.
yeah, no is a complete sentence.
No is a complete sentence.
Yes,
No means
no, it's
no.
like N to the O. The next one is nutrition. You are what you eat. So what you put in is going to display itself on the outside, whether it be through your skin, whether you start to have health conditions or ailments. What you put in, what you ingest shows how you feel about yourself. If you eat junk, you put junk in, junk is going to come out. So make sure that, like we talked about that crap and crow, make sure you're eating clean, raw, whole, organic foods that's going to last your lifetime. It's going to show itself in your skin and your hair, your nails. It's going to show even in your mood. Are you always tired and groggy and feel like you can't get enough sleep? Maybe it's your nutrition. Maybe you're getting too much sugar. When you're eating too much sugar, sugar gives you that false sensation that you have energy. It takes you up, but then it drops you like a hot potato, and then you're very,
Right.
very tired. So make sure that you are eating things that is going to make you look like and feel like what you want to look like. The next one is movement. After you're eating, you need to make sure you're moving your body. You lose what you
Right.
don't use, right?
Right.
So you have to move your body. It doesn't have to be in a gym. You do not have to go to a gym if you don't want to. You can do the stairs in your home. All you have to do is just make sure you're moving your body so you don't
Okay.
lose the function. When we don't use our muscles, they atrophy, they waste away, and then we want to use them, we can't. So things like dancing around the house while you're cleaning, I'm a fan of that. I'll put the music on while I'm cooking and I'll move my body. Just move something. I see you, Kwame. Move something. Just move something. That's all
Just
you have
move
to do.
something,
Just move
Just
something.
move,
Whether it's
move.
brisk
There
walking,
should be some movement,
yes,
Yeah.
jumping jacks, whatever it is.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
have to be in a gym. You don't have to lift
Right.
weights. It's up to
Uh-huh.
you. Whatever form of
Yeah.
movement is conducive to your lifestyle, that's what you do.
Right. Right.
That's going to not only help your waistline, which we know,
Uh-huh.
ladies, your waistline needs to be 35 or less. Men, your waistline needs to be 40 or less, or you're directly predisposing yourself to heart attack and stroke.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to repeat that again. Ladies, 35 or less. Men, 40 or less. If your waist
Okay.
size is greater than 40, men and women, if your waist size is greater than 35, you are directly predisposing yourself to heart attack and stroke.
Wow.
And what happens with the belly? Stress. If you're not managing your stress, That means that that cortisol is dumping directly into your belly, and that can increase your waist size as well.
Right, right,
All
right.
right. The next
That's
one, and then also movement helps with your mental state. So
mhm.
movement helps to release feel good hormones, those endorphins. That's going to make you feel happy and cheerful and not depressed and sad. And we're a vitamin D deficient society, so we need to make sure we're releasing all the endorphins we can and get outside and get some movement.
I
The
think
next, uh
okay, next one. Go ahead, sweetie. Go
okay.
ahead.
So the next one is relaxation and meditation. I'm going to do those two together, relaxation and
Okay.
meditation. It is very hard for us to just sit still. We talked about that a little bit, right? We always have to be doing something. Even if
Right.
we're home and we're relaxing, we're on our cell phone or our laptop or we're watching TV or listening to the radio. We all need to take moments of stillness where we're doing absolutely nothing but just relaxing and literally staying in that moment, appreciating the functions of our body, refocusing, gaining clarity. And
Right.
sometimes that means that you have to unplug from everything
Uh-huh.
else and plug only into you. So there's an exercise that I do with my workshops that I host. And
Okay.
so I tell everyone, put everything down, put your hands in your lap, just
Uh-huh.
relax, and everybody take a deep breath in through your nose, exhale out of your mouth. And then I tell them, okay, I'm going to time you for 60 seconds. We aren't going to do anything. Don't move.
Okay. It's good.
Don't move, don't touch your phone, don't do anything.
You don't touch anything.
Don't touch anything. And you would be surprised how difficult it is for adults to not move for
Let
60 seconds.
let's display one for us to see.
You want to do 60 seconds right now?
Yes, just the same. Just not just briefly.
All right, 60 seconds.
Hmm.
That was 60 seconds. How difficult was that?
You, you see how far I can go? You see?
But that was but a lot of people cannot sit still literally for 60 seconds. So that's what I do in
Wow.
my workshops to see
I
like,
do
and if
that.
you
I
have
do
a
it. Yeah,
problem,
I
yeah.
do it with no sweat, you know.
You
It's
did it with
good.
no sweat. Very good,
Yeah.
Kwame. But there are some people that cannot sit still for 60 seconds. If you
Wow.
found that exercise challenging, then I
Uh-huh.
challenge you to do that every single day. Sit
Wow.
still with nothing, no music, no radio, no nothing. We had
No
our
milk.
computers in
Yeah.
front of us, of course, but typically you want to do that every single day with nothing in front of you. Unplug from everything. At least
Unplugged for
60
everything.
seconds to 10 minutes every day, just doing
I
that.
love that. Unplugged from everything. I love
Unplug from
that.
everything and plug into
Unplugged.
yourself.
Unplugged.
And then when you're
So
quiet, you notice the functions of your body. Did you notice that when you breathe in and out, you start to count the rate of your breathing? You notice
right.
that your shoulders automatically rise
Uh-huh.
when you inhale and they
Uh-huh.
fall when you exhale.
Exhale.
So
Okay.
you actually get a
Okay.
little mini shrug,
Right.
which helps
Right.
your shoulders to relax. And this is
Yeah.
where we mostly carry our stress in our shoulders and our neck. So
Okay.
deep breathing exercises helps a lot.
Right.
The next
It,
two I'm going to do together is forgiveness and healing. So
you
can't
have to.
truly heal until you forgive. So
Right.
it's up to you how long you let what hurt you haunt you.
Mm-hmm.
It's up
I
to you
like that.
how long you let
You
what
have
hurt
to
you
let
haunt
go
you.
what hurt you so that it won't haunt you.
Absolutely. It will haunt you
Love
because
that.
then you're allowing that hurt, that pain to
Mm-hmm.
occupy space in your mind
Uh-huh.
rent free. We don't
Let
do
it
for
go.
free for free, free, free. Kwame, we don't do for free, free, free.
Let go, and let in. Let
Yes, if
go.
it's
Yes.
not going to matter in 5 years, don't
Let
waste
it go.
5 minutes on it.
5 minutes. It's
Yes.
not worth it.
So
Yep.
things that upset us, we're human. But if it's not going to matter 5 years down the line, don't
Don't
waste
waste your
five
five
minutes on
minutes.
it. Because what is
Yes.
stress? Stress is like a slow poison. It
Mm-hmm.
drips slowly in your body,
Mm-hmm.
dumping right into your belly, causing
Right.
over time,
Mm-hmm.
causing us to have health issues, health occurrences, and we don't want any of that. We want you around for a very long time.
Thank
So,
you.
yes, forgiveness
Mhm,
and healing are imperative.
mhm.
The last one is celebration. After you've spoken up for yourself, you're eating those nutritious meals, you're moving your body and you're in shape and you got that waistline where it needs to be, where it's not affecting your health. When you are moving your body because you know that it's going to help your mental state, when you are resting and relaxing and meditating on a regular basis, you've forgiven yourself and others, you're truly healed. Now it's time to throw yourself a party and recognize all the accomplishments that you have made over the time frame that you've been working on you. So it's
Oh,
all about self-care. This is a
oh,
roadmap for you. You design your own self-care roadmap. Nobody else can tell you what you need to fix. So we're a three-part puzzle. All of us are three-part puzzles. Think about a puzzle. If you put a puzzle together and that one piece is missing, you don't get the full picture of how beautiful that puzzle really is, right? The same with us. If we don't make sure that our mind, body, and spirit, our three-part puzzle, is completely put together, if it's broken, if it needs to be mended, or if there's a piece of it missing, you don't get the clear picture of who you truly are. So we're a three-part puzzle. You got to work on every single part to be completely whole.
I love the conversation. Last but not the least, I want to ask you this. All right.
Mhm.
You are a hospice and palliative care nurse, right?
Yes.
How do you blend the two, the wellness over and then being a palliative care? Tell us about palliative care. How do you blend it?
Palliative care is basically hospice care, it's end of life care. So all of us can have a quality of life as long as we possibly can. So even when I'm talking to my clients or my patients and I'm taking care of them and we know that they are eventually going to die, there are still things they can do to stay calm. There are still things they can do to have a quality of life. So I like to walk into each room with a hospice patient or someone that I know is dying with a and be that bright light, that may be the last bright light that they see. So I go in and I have my hospice patients dancing. The older ladies, I tell them, give me the shimmy. I have them shimmying in their beds and in their chairs. I also talk to them. I sing with them, sing to them, and I just make sure that they are comfortable. So that's the biggest thing, making sure that they stay comfortable, making sure that every life that I touch, that I put some light in their world.
You know, this evening we have charged our emotional batteries for success. You fed us so much good information. I'm overwhelmed. You are the best of the best.
Thank you. Thank you.
Trust me. I mean, I will encourage everybody, all and sundry, to sign up with Wellness Make Me Over because Dr. Good is good.
All
You
is
can't
good with Dr. Good.
you can't challenge her. Dr. Good, it's been nice having you. Trust me, I'm blown away with your
Thank you.
wealth of wisdom, with your wealth of knowledge. You are the best of the best, and your presentation, you do what you do best, and you are the best, no
Thank
doubt.
you. Thank you. Thank you for interviewing me. I appreciate it. Thank you for the offer.
You're most welcome, my dear. So you know what? We have to repeat this because this is good. All right. So please tell us how people can reach you because it's vitally important because people want to get in touch with you and then how we can also do some business out of it. Even though you provided service, it's also business. So let's know what you have.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So on all your social media sites, I am Chere M. Good. You can see my name at the bottom. So Chere M. Good on all your social media sites. My websites are totalharmonyenterprises.com, totalharmonyenterprises.com, and makemeoverwellness.com. But if you go to my social media, you can definitely find where my websites are, but totalharmonyenterprises.com and then makemeoverwellness.com. So make sure you reach out, make sure you follow me, make sure you connect. If you have a wellness question or something you would like for me to discuss, shoot me a message. I'll definitely talk about it and give the people what they want.
Thank you. So this program was brought to you by courtesy of Ghana Advocacy TV. You want to target that diasporans, the Africans, sign up with it and you'll be happy. You will smile. Dr. Good, like I said, you are very good. Nice having you. Thank you. My name is Kwame Boakye-Danquah. Also call me Tozia KBD. Ciao.
Good night.
Bye.